Welcome to Ace My Exams Learning. Let us get started with today's learning.
Life Orientation Grade 9. Read and answer the question below. After an unfair decision was made at a soccer match between two local schools, a big fight broke out and a boy was fatally stabbed. Question: discuss the principles of sport ethics that could have been applied to prevent such behavior. Motivate your answer. Sport ethics guide athletes, coaches, and spectators to behave with fairness, respect, and self-discipline. Following these principles ensures safety, promotes positive participation, and prevents conflicts during sporting events. Firstly, a key principle is that not every decision during a game will be in favor of your team, and athletes should focus on playing the game and not be distracted. Accepting that referees and officials can make mistakes teaches players and spectators to manage disappointment constructively. Maintaining concentration on performance, teamwork, and strategy prevents frustration from escalating into aggressive behavior and allows participants to demonstrate discipline and proper sportsmanship. Athletes should understand that they should not give up after a bad game or season, and that they should treat a loss as an opportunity to improve and grow. Losing is part of the learning process, and perseverance builds resilience and determination. Viewing setbacks as opportunities for reflection and improvement encourages personal development and strategic growth, reducing the likelihood of violent reactions following disappointing results. Another combined principle is that success in sports cannot ensure happiness, and that most successful sports stories are about people who live well-balanced lives, and who respect themselves and other people on and off the playing field. Winning alone does not guarantee personal satisfaction or emotional fulfillment. True happiness comes from fair play, respect for others, and maintaining balance in sport, personal, and social life. Athletes who respect themselves and others contribute to a safe and positive sporting environment and act as role models. It is also crucial that sports people respect competition and they accept outcomes graciously. Valuing opponents, referees, and the rules ensures fairness and discourages retaliation. Responding with grace and composure, regardless of favorable or unfavorable decisions, reflects maturity and sportsmanship. Acceptance of outcomes prevents disputes, maintains safety, and encourages positive participation in all sporting events. Question: discuss in detail the causes of depression. Depression is a complex mental health condition that affects thoughts, emotions, and behavior. It can develop due to the following factors that disrupt emotional balance and well-being. 1. Loss of work. One of the causes of depression is loss of work, which leads to lack of income. Losing employment can be emotionally devastating because it removes financial security and stability. The stress of being unable to provide for oneself or family can exacerbate feelings of sadness, helplessness, and anxiety, contributing to depressive symptoms. 2. Excessive stress. Another major cause is excessive stress, which occurs because of not coping with challenging situations. Individuals who are unable to manage pressures at school, work, or home may feel overwhelmed, leading to emotional exhaustion. Over time, this inability to cope can develop into persistent low mood, loss of interest, and other symptoms of depression. 3. Mental ill health. Mental ill health is a significant contributor to depression and is often caused by emotional imbalance. Chemical changes in the brain, hormonal shifts, or pre-existing psychological disorders can make individuals more vulnerable. Emotional instability can amplify negative thinking patterns, leaving a person prone to prolonged sadness or hopelessness. 4. Stressful or traumatic events. Depression can also occur when something stressful or traumatic happens, such as death of someone important to you. Losing a loved one triggers intense grief and emotional pain, which can lead to feelings of emptiness, low energy, and difficulty functioning. Such traumatic experiences disrupt emotional equilibrium and may trigger long-term depressive episodes. 5. Parental divorce or marital problems. Experiencing your parents getting divorced or having marital problems can contribute to depression. Children and adolescents may feel insecure, confused, or helpless when family stability is threatened. The stress of parental conflict or separation can lead to emotional withdrawal, anxiety, and persistent sadness. 6. End of marriage. For adults, end of marriage can result in moving away from home, which may trigger depression. Separation often involves loss of companionship, routines, and social support. The disruption of familiar surroundings and the need to adjust to a new living situation can cause emotional distress, sadness, and low motivation. 7. End of relationship. Similarly, end of relationship can affect self-worth and self-esteem, making it a cause of depression. Losing a romantic partner can lead to feelings of rejection, loneliness, and failure. Individuals may struggle to rebuild confidence and may experience prolonged periods of sadness and low mood, characteristic of depressive episodes. Question. Provide suggestions that can help teenagers to deal with alcohol and drug abuse. Explain each suggestion. Alcohol and drug abuse among teenagers is a serious issue that affects their health, education, and social well-being. Addressing it requires combined efforts, as presented in the suggestions below. 1. Recommend rehabilitation center. One effective suggestion is to recommend rehabilitation center. Teenagers struggling with substance abuse can benefit from structured support and counseling in a safe environment. Rehabilitation provides ongoing support, helping them regain control over their habits, build coping skills, and prevent relapse. 2. Referral to a clinic. Another practical approach is that the teenager can be referred to the clinic, where they could get therapy sessions over a period of weeks. Clinics provide professional medical and psychological care, including counseling, group therapy, and coping strategies. These sessions help the teenager understand the causes of their substance use and develop healthier behaviors over time. 3. Start a drug awareness campaign. Schools and communities can start a drug awareness campaign, which aims to reduce the supply of drugs at schools. Awareness campaigns educate teenagers about the risks of alcohol and drug abuse, encourage responsible decision-making, and promote safer lifestyles. By targeting both students and suppliers, such campaigns help reduce access to harmful substances. 4. Involve police or other stakeholders. It is also important to involve police or other stakeholders to create awareness, to reduce the use of drugs and alcohol. Law enforcement, social workers, and community leaders can organize workshops, talks, and monitoring programs to prevent substance abuse. Their involvement reinforces rules, legal consequences, and community support for healthy behavior. 5. Community involvement. Finally, communities should involve all community structures to work together against the use of drugs and alcohol. Parents, teachers, religious leaders, and youth organizations can collaborate to create supportive environments, provide mentorship, and monitor at-risk teenagers. A united community approach strengthens prevention and encourages teenagers to make positive life choices.
To access more learning and exam preparation materials, go to www.acemyexams.coza. This link is also in the video description below. Thank you for watching this video. Remember to subscribe and be the first to know when we upload new videos.